So today we're going to go over social media and how I use it efficiently to get leads, how I get sales out of it, and I'm going to show you guys exactly what I do and how I do it. I use Facebook a lot, and that's where a lot of my stuff comes from. There's really not much that comes from Instagram. Now, there may be a little bit from Instagram, but definitely a lot more from Facebook. Just because the older generations use Facebook a lot more often. However, the new generation uses strictly Instagram. So it's good that Instagram and Facebook kind of go hand in hand. But I can tell you in the future, things are going to move towards Instagram. So become familiar with both. Facebook, I use it literally every single day. And it's just because the more that I use it, the more I know I'll get from it. And I'm going to show you guys a couple of things that I do often, especially when I get a listing, that helps me get those free leads. So for example, we're actually on my business Facebook page right here. And you see I've got a picture of some land. It says 9.75 acres. It shows my listing, 1225 Jolliffe Road, Chesapeake. And I put down here, possible potential to build 27 units in Western Branch, Chesapeake. Check it out here. I did this because if someone clicks on this, what's going to happen is that it's going to take it to austin.austinjamesteam.com, so my personal Boomtown website, to where now they can see all the info I have on this land. And it shows everything you could think of, just a bunch of stuff. It's very cool. Now, the trick is with Boomtown is usually when you click on 3 photos, then you gotta put your info in. However, since I only have 2 photos here, it kind of skips that. So I'll show you an example. So this is our front end of Boomtown. This is where all our buyers look at. All right, so let's click on Jackie's listing here. There we go. Now we look on the 3rd photo, and then it says now you have to register. So I use this all the time because, one, I'm using my Boomtown website to make people register. And when they do register, it goes on my back end just like this. Now, it's amazing when I can get them, let's see, where did it go? When I can get them to continue with Facebook, because if they do that, then it links with their correct email address and correct phone number. And it also shows their Facebook or Instagram or whatever they're linked with. So if I go back here, see Boomtown, and if I click on a random lead, let's just click on a 757. We'll click on her. At the top left corner over here, it would show if it's linked to a social media page. It says no social profile, so obviously she didn't. What she did instead was she continued with the email, and that's not always the best. So when people actually click with this, it's great. But I love being able to go this route because it's free. What I do is I actually boost the ad. So what I did is I've got 1.4 people saw it. It's got 81 link clicks. Now, it doesn't mean I've got 81 leads, but definitely 81 people clicked on it and took them to that page so they could see all the info about it. So what I do is I'll put some catchy phrase. And this is actually true, possible potential to build 27 units in Western Branch. I did another one, and I want to show you. Scroll down here, just like this. Want a vacation getaway home with a view of the ocean from your bed? This is the spot. Now, this is interesting, and this just came up today, and something I forgot that Facebook did. So I boosted the ad, just like I did before. And I put want a vacation getaway home with the ocean view from your bed, blah, blah, blah. It says 1.8 thousand people saw it, 153 link clicks. However, now it says the ad is no longer approved. And because of that, it's not approved because what I did was I edited the marketing to where I was searching for people with certain income. And they made it just last year that you can no longer do that. So Facebook originally approved it. And then they're like, oh, wait, hold up. And like after a week too, which was kind of funny, they're like, wait, we can't do that no more. So now I've got to go back in and try and figure out what details I want so I can get it approved. Now let's see. It says it looks like your ad may be housing, employment, or credit opportunities. You can't target those people anymore when you used to be able to. Like I used to be able to click, I want people that make between 100,000 and 150,000. How Facebook even knew that info, I don't know. But it was great because I really targeted my audience just like I was here. Like this is a $660,000 home, $1,000 condo fees every month. Not many people can afford this. So I was searching for those people in the higher incomes, but you can no longer do that. So there's a way around it. And let me go into edit ad. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to edit my criteria here. So this is the criteria of the ad that I was doing. I was searching for people on the East Coast within 50 miles of Sandbridge. And this is the part that they did not like. Household income, top 5% of US. I can no longer have that. But the other stuff that I had that will still help is I have Sandbridge, Virginia Beach, summer house, summer vacation, and vacation rental. So I'm looking for things that would make specific people see it. Because if someone wants a vacation rental or someone wants a summer house or someone wants to live in Sandbridge and they have those interests, that's exactly what I'm looking for. So now what I can do is I can make the adjustment. It says it's very too specific because it's only 14,000 people that are going to see it. But I want it that way because I only want a small number of people to look at it. I don't want the whole world to look at it because if that's the case, I'll have 20-year-olds just dreaming about it. But really, every time a 20-year-old's looking at it, it's costing me money. So really, I want those people that are in the 40s, 50s, and 60s that want that second home, that they want a vacation home, that's something they could rent out, still make money off of, and go to the beach when they want to. So now I'm going to save this, and then it says $50. My ad will go to April 2nd. I usually do about $50 because it's a pretty good number. Especially, you should be putting advertising towards your listings, not just putting in the MLS. So I'm going to save changes here. And then what Facebook is going to do is they're going to go back and say, okay, we're going to wait until your ad is approved. We'll let you know when it's approved. So I guess it's taking a little while to get that submitted. Okay, I guess it's not working as expected. Awesome. Something I'll work on later. But that's usually how it works. Something that I do often and something that you guys can do is I'll just post random stuff that I find in here. Post random photos. You guys can easily share it to your page. There's cool stuff like outdoor improvements can go a long way. Trying to pick up sellers because that's what I'm searching for. But another cool thing that we all have accessibility to is a home evaluation tool at Austin James. So let's go to austinjamesteam.com/home-evaluation. Oh, okay, hold on. It is here. So they have a page for that. There we go. I don't know what I missed there. Valuation, sorry. But what's awesome is we can use this as a site to get more sellers to our Facebook pages, which is awesome. And what this does is I'm going to copy this. I'm going to bring it over here to our Facebook page, or you can do it on your own page, which a lot of people do. Check out what your home's value is today. And then I'm going to copy this. And what it does is it's going to show a preview. Now I can create some kind of photo. Generally, it'll show whatever this page looks like. But I can easily go in and create a photo. What I'll do is I usually go to PowerPoint or Canva to create something very cool. So I'll go to Canva here. And Canva is free for everyone. I love it. It's very simple to use. And I do this for a lot of my social media posts. And actually, while we're here, let me show you guys something. So I created a group called Austin James's Team to where I've created a bunch of templates that I've used in the past just for a bunch of different info. It goes from photos to reviews to just finding a house to websites under contract. And everyone has access to this and they can change it the way they want. So you guys can use this anytime you want. We're going to use this. I've already made this one before, but I've got no problem using it again. I'm going to go edit. And then what we're going to do, and since it is springtime, I probably used this one last spring, but that's okay. No one remembers that. What day is it? It's Find My Home's Value, and instead of Thursday, we're just going to make it Monday. Monday. Oops. Here we go. And I'm actually going to delete this because the link will already be set on there. Okay. No, I'm just going to leave it the way it is right now. I'm going to download. And the way I do it, I always size it for Instagram as well. That way it goes perfect into Instagram. So I've got a folder just for real estate ads, spring home evaluation. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on a photo here. Go add that photo. And there we go. Now Facebook has added that second photo. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to drag. I want to solely okay. Facebook doesn't feel like cooperating today, which is awesome, but it's all right. So when people are looking, they can see this. It's Find My Home's Value Monday. I'm going to go share, and you guys can easily do this on your own page. But this is just going to be a regular post. You guys wouldn't see that because this is a business page when you're on your personal. So now people, all they have to do is they click on this, and then it'll bring them directly to this site. And the way people this works is they'll put in their address, and then it'll actually give them the RPR value of their home. I don't know if all of you know what RPR is, but RPR is one of the best home evaluation tools there is, and how Boomtown connects with them is amazing. So I can go ahead and click on any of these houses, or just look up any house. For example, I was with a buddy and I was just talking about real estate, brought up this house. I was like, oh yeah, man, your house is worth roughly $260,000. He was stoked to hear that. And what's amazing about this too is I can click on a bigger map and see what everyone's home values is around. Now, this isn't always 100% accurate, but it's pretty close. And I usually say it's about a 3% deviation, which isn't that bad at all. That's a pretty good guess for not even knowing anyone's house. But the way Boomtown works is, let me go to a seller over here, and then you can actually see what it looks like on the seller side. So I'm going to click on seller leads. Just say, for instance, this guy, Thomas. Okay, it's not going to show me his address. I want to find someone that actually registered. Just find, and I get a lot of people just finding it from Yahoo, which is pretty interesting. We'll just say William. No, not this one either. Okay. Oh, okay. Never mind. Nope, I lied. It does show it. This is only if you made an adjustment what I was looking up here. So he's actually right here. This is the property that he was looking at. I could actually click on this, and now it's going to show me what it looked like on his end. You can see it's the same exact screens, but this is what it looks like on his end. So it's showing me, hey, this house 5530 Old Guard Crescent, Virginia Beach, is between 151 and 156. Normally what I'll do is I'll still put in RPR and then just double check to see what it is. That's actually a pretty close estimate, but let me go on and see. Okay, 154. Boom, look at that. So right in the middle of the two. I would say this is a pretty good estimate for this guy. So normally at this time, what I'll do is I'll give him a call and say, hey, did you get a chance to check out your home's value? It's between 151 and 156. All depends on what your house is worth on the inside. What did you think on the estimate? How did that compare to what you were thinking? And usually a lot of the times they say, oh my gosh, that's great, which is good because that leads into the next conversation of trying to get them to sell. And then a lot of the times now what I bring up is how we have such low inventory. We still have so many buyers out there that are looking to buy. Something that I'll do personally with a lot of these ads is I'll share it on my page. So I'll create a 1-minute video and then go ahead and share it on my page. And a minute video like this is amazing, mainly because it can share on Instagram, and Instagram is only 1-minute videos. And that's how I ended up getting a lot of followers. I had a lot of time to do a lot of these videos, did all the video editing myself, which takes time. There's people out there that do it for about $10 an hour, which in my opinion is probably amazing. But just doing a video on something that most people don't know about really gets a lot of people asking you questions, and that's what you want. You want to use social media as a platform to where you're getting free leads from it and free questions. You want people to think, hey, if I'm looking for a house, I know to call Austin. So if I click on this video, this just explains what I found that bothered me on Zillow. What's up, everyone? It's Austin Frangoules, your local realtor here in Hampton Roads. And one thing I wanted to talk about is if you're looking to buy a house, I know you're looking on Zillow. I highly don't encourage you to look on there. But to help you out, if you are going to look, watch for this. They have a section on there that says estimated mortgage payment. When you're looking at that, make sure what the percentage says putting down. It always starts you out at 20%. So it always looks like you can afford this house when really you're putting down 20% on Zillow, and in real life you're going to put down 3.5% or 5%, or if you're military, nothing. So keep that in mind because that really, really affects your mortgage payment and how much you're going to be paying. So when you're looking on Zillow, I can't stop you. Don't do it. But if you do, please look at that and then readjust it to the actual percentage of what you're going to put down. Hope that helps. If you guys have any more questions, always feel free to reach out. Take care. So again, it's just a quick 1-minute video that talks about something most people don't even know what to look for. And by doing that, you're giving people around you, letting them know that you have the knowledge to be the best realtor out there. And that's what you want. I mean, if no one knows anything about real estate and you do, they're going to feel comfortable using you. But if you kind of are not confident in what you're talking about, they're not going to use you. So I use this platform to try and showcase all that stuff. And the cool part about videos, especially one like this, is I could have like 6, 7 edits in there. So I may not say something perfectly, and I would just crop it out and then readjust it, and no one would ever know. So it's actually a really amazing place to go in, edit, make sure it sounds perfect, and then boost it out to everyone. And this video had thousands of views. I think it had like 8,000 views, which is amazing. And then all the time I end up getting these messages from random buyers saying, hey, could you help me buy a house? I'm like, yeah, that's why I'm here. That's why I'm doing this. So it's truly an amazing platform to use. I use Canva, like I said, all the time. There's another app out there called WordSwag that I use to create some cool posts. I do these. I just started doing this a couple months ago, but I've seen some good feedback from it because a lot of people don't know what the actual market's doing. So I create this every single month when Rain puts out the statistics. It's actually very good info, and it shows you what our market's doing. So you keep up with the market, you know, you're actually doing your job. And then just a bunch. I wanted to show you this again. Is this just from Rain? Talks about interest rates. And I wanted to show one that I created from WordSwag, just because WordSwag is a really great platform as well. Okay. Whenever you guys actually get a closing too, for example, Sam, he's one of our real estate agents. He closed on a house. If you guys post a photo, you know, you're more than welcome to, 1, post a photo on social media, 2, to post it on our site. And if you post it on your page, you know, I would love for you to see that, because then I'll share it on our page, because we've got thousands of people looking at our page as well. So I'd love for people to be able to see like you're out there selling. Now, one thing that's interesting that I found as well is videos get a lot more views than photos. Like you'll see this reach 372 people. This just talks about the inventory and where we're at, talking about buyer's market and seller's market. This is a closing photo. This is something I did with my land. Same exact thing I was talking about. This is another piece of land that I've got out there. More closing photos. A photo of Paul. This got over 3,000 views, and this was completely free. And 1,000 people either clicked on it, liked it, commented on it. It had 7 shares, which is unbelievable. I know Paul got a lot of good feedback from friends and family, and that just built his sphere right there. And that's the best part. This is something that I created for him within 20 minutes on Canva. And that template is on there if you ever wanted to use it. But when you have something successful like that, you know, it's amazing to boost. Like, you should boost it. You should tell the world, and don't think of it as like being cocky or trying to, what's the word I'm looking for? It doesn't matter. Just actually sell yourself out there. Show people you're actually doing the business. Because I've done this plenty of times. And for instance, about 2 weeks ago, my old high school teacher who I was friends with on Facebook reached out and said, "Hey, I know you're doing great on real estate. You know, we're looking to sell our house now. Can you help us out?" And I was like, "Yes, I would love to." It's just amazing. Again, more closing photos of Sam. But whatever we can post on here, you know, it's what we want to do. We want to be able to share it. It's all for free as well, and that's the best part about social media. Now, you can boost it if you want. I do sometimes, especially on my my actual listings, because I want to feel like I'm doing something for my stuff, and it really helps. I get a lot more clicks, and not just that, I get clicks for my Boomtown page, and that's what I want, is leads that can actually register, and getting the free leads. So videos definitely get a lot more views compared to just statistics, like 193 compared to the 500. But whatever you can do to actually post, and then actually what I do at the same time is I post all this same stuff on Instagram and on Twitter. And Instagram, if you post it first on Instagram, you can share it onto Facebook and Twitter at the same exact time. It doesn't look as great on Twitter, but it looks just as good on Facebook. And what I do on Instagram is you can post up to 30 tags. So I post 30 tags every single time, just because more people can look on it. And then that was a way how I got a ton of followers as well. Every single photo, whatever you can do, put a million tags. Oh, most you can do is 30, but something relevant to what you're talking about. That way more people can see it. Yeah, I love this kind of stuff here, and it's all done on Canva, which is amazing. I'm gonna just see. I haven't seen any from WordSwag, and that's just because I haven't used it in a while. Just because I've been using Canva way more, because Canva is just so easy to use. Okay, here's WordSwag. So this is something easy I created on WordSwag. It looks just like Canva almost, but you can do cool fonts, make it look pretty neat. Something that I did that has been very efficient for social media purposes is I bought a ton of domain names. For example, 5vabeach.com. And what I did there is when I click on that, that actually just redirects to austinjamesteam.com on houses in Virginia Beach. And check it out, my listing on here in Sandbridge pops up. So that's the best part about this, is just using the resources that you have to make your life easier, to get free leads. Because if you're not, you know, you're just kind of going on a whim trying to get business, unless you know a million people. Something that helps that I don't really consider social media, but it's kind of just technology based, is HomeSnap. HomeSnap is an amazing site, or site/app, for your clients to go on. This is the desktop version, but the phone version is truly amazing. Your clients can literally just take a photo of the house and find all the info on it. And the best part is it has your info on it, not the listing agent. And that's what you want. You don't want people looking on Zillow, because they'll find 4 different agents on it every single time. You know, if they keep looking at your stuff, your Boomtown site, or your Home Snap or your Go MLS, which is another app by Rain, you know, they only see your info every single time, and that's what you want. You want to be able to keep them on there and just nonstop have them on your page, seeing your face, because when they are ready, they'll give you a call, and that's the main goal. So those are quite a few ways that I use social media. Again, I use it every single day. I post something maybe twice a day, sometimes 3 times a day. I love doing videos. I just don't have as much time anymore, but you guys can. So I would definitely shoot for 1-minute videos. I've got the guy that can do the $10 an hour video edits if you wanted his info. But videos are definitely the way to go. They predict Facebook is solely going to be videos in a couple of years. I can see that happening. I mean, you could even just see ads that are videos these days. So it's all heading in that direction. Definitely gets a lot more views. Definitely puts your stuff up on the chain. And then if you guys actually do a live feed as well, all of your friends get notified instantly that you went live, which is really great to do. Now, just know with live, you're live and there's no edits. I mean, if you mess up, you mess up. But me, I just kind of joke on it and just try and be funny about it. But it's truly a great platform to use if you get good with it. But again, I use Facebook every day, Instagram, Twitter. I use HomeSnap for my clients. I use Canva to create all those ads. And then I use WordSwag as well, which is just an app. All of that stuff is free, especially HomeSnap, Go MLS. That's within our rain dues. And then RPR is free if you're a realtor. If you're not, it's not free for realtors or real estate agents. So you would have to get one of us realtors to try and use our login info. But that is everything I think of today. If you guys had any more questions, actually, do you guys have any questions, the ones that are on? Anything you guys can think of?
Not right now.
Okay. All right. So, yeah, I'm going to end the meeting just because I went over a lot of info, and that's why I record these so you guys can actually go back and listen to everything. But if you guys had any more questions, always feel free to reach out. You know, I'm here whenever you guys need me, and you guys take care. Bye, guys.
Thank you. Bye-bye.